Hi guys, welcome back to another C++ tutorial. Today I will show you how to use while loop and for loop. Today it will be the lesson 5. Alright, so let's go ahead and open code blocks here, which is our working environment here. So if you don't have this code block software, please go to a previous tutorial and download code blocks. This will allow you to run your program. All right, so let's go ahead and create a new program. You can click here, or you can go ahead here and click project and select C++. Next, and I will call my program today while loop and for loop. All right, and click next. And you do see here that I have a GNU GCC compiler which comes with the code blocks software. Go ahead and click finish. Alright, so this will create you a project file, and you have the main file here, which is main.cpp. Let's go ahead and run this and make sure this is work. Alright, so let's wait a few seconds here. Alright, hello world. Alright, great. So let's go ahead and close and comment the program. Alright, so while loop. Alright, so a loop is a part of a program that repeats itself. Alright, so here we're looking at syntax for the while loop. So the while loop syntax, the way you write right. Inside you have a condition. So this condition needs to be tested, and as long as the condition is true, the while loop statement and run until the condition is false. Alright, so an expression that is tested for the true or false value. Alright, so that's the condition inside here, and then I open here. So that will be the statement. Here. Statement. Alright, so that's the statement here. Alright, so let's go ahead and take an example here, and so we can know exactly how this program works. So, and I'll go ahead and create a while loop here. And so first we need to initialize the loop. Alright, so I write here my counter start at 0. Alright, so this is the start of the loop. Alright, and now I'll go ahead and create the while loop with the keyword while, and inside the parentheses I need to write the conditions. Alright, so the condition in this case here, I want my start to be less or equal to 8. Alright, and let's go ahead and open this and close. So here, so I'll go ahead and increment the loop, which is the body of the loop. So I'll increment this to go on until the condition is false. Alright, so everything is good. Now let's go ahead and print the statement on the screen. Alright, let's say here print. Alright, so that, and I want to print my start. And line. Alright, and go ahead outside the brace here, go ahead and return 0. So basically what will happen, so basically it will print, this while loop will start at 0, so we print the first value, the second value, until the value of the loop is less than 8, and then once it's less than 8, then the loop will stop. Alright, so basically the while loop tests the conditions inside. Once the condition is true, it will repeat itself, and it will go to the next line and the second line until the condition is false. Alright, once the condition is false, the loop exits and it returns the true conditions. Let's go ahead and run this and make sure that this works. Alright, so let's go ahead and run this. Alright, so you see, and so you start the loop at 0, so it prints the first value, the second value, the third, fourth, until the 8th value. So as soon as the 8th value is less than 8, so you see the loop 8 printing from 1 to 8. Alright, so this is how you work. So let's go ahead and see if we can return here an example with actually a word. Alright, so and I'll go ahead and let's say here I want this one to be probably 6, and then I want to see how it starts. So instead of this, I want to return actually the number of so I'll go ahead. All right, let's say here I want to print hello, for example. All right, so hello. All right, so and then all right, so basically what will happen here, the loop will go ahead and return hello. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, how could I just put, all right, so sorry, let's go ahead and return this. All right, see, it prints hello, 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 1 2 3 4 5 6 times. All right, so this is how you can print a text. So this will work perfectly. Let's go ahead and see if we can do a simple example with the for loop. All right, so how about if I comment this so you can see the difference. I'm just gonna write the comment here so you can see the difference. All right, so let's say here I want now the for loop. All right, so let's see here. So the for loop is the same thing, and it's also it allow you to test the program, and so you initialize the loop, and then you test the loop, and then once the loop is true, then it goes to the next statement until the loop is false. So basically, to initialize a for loop here, and it has 3 parts. So we have the for. So here, let me write example here, for loop. All right. So let's say here I want. So basically, I write for loop here. All right, so and I want to start it with the counter. So the start of the loop start here, start, and so start 0. All right, so in stop here I will have to initialize the start because the computer doesn't know. And all right, so this is a variable called start, and it has a type integer. All right, now and so basically this start 0, that's the same thing with the while loop here. All right, so let's go ahead and do the for loop here. So here the condition, now I need to test this condition. So and in this case I want the start to be less or equal to less 6. All right, and then I want to increment until the condition is false. All right, see, it's the same thing here, but this is the start is outside the loop. All right, and then I'll go ahead and turn this. All right, so you have everything is working fine here. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, so now I want to go ahead and print hello. All right, so let's go ahead and save this and run this. All right, see, it does the same thing. It print hello, hello. Let's go ahead and print something else. For loop is fun. All right, save and go ahead and run this. All right, so it run, and I want this actually to be on the next line so you can see better. So and then let me close this, run this, so it's gonna go to the next line. All right, oh, sorry here. All right, so basically end line means that it will print the first line, and then it will cut, it will go to the next line, so on and so forth. Okay, let's go print that. All right, see, for loop is fun. All right, you see, so that's exactly how we do the for loop, and it's the same concept like the while loop, and instead the for loop has the initialization of its variable inside to set to be 0, and then you have the condition, the test condition which need to be tested, and then the incrementation as long as the condition is true. If the condition is false, now after 6 the condition is false, then it will print, it will exceed the it will exit the program, so the statement will exit. All right, so this is actually how you do the for loop. And if you want, we can go ahead and comment this. And if you look at the example of the for loop, you can just go ahead and copy this and print this here and comment this. This will also give you the same results. So depending on you, while loop is very nice, and or for loop depending on your project. Okay, so if I have this, so let's go ahead. I want this one also to be on the next line and blank. So save, run. All right, so sorry, and I have to go ahead and close this return statement here. Close this. All right, so this is fine. All right, see, for loop. This one is called now while loop. All right, save, exit, and then run. All right, see, while loop is fun. So it's the same type of concept. It's just either depending on your project, you can use the while loop or the for loop. So basically, let's go ahead and I'll give you a quick information about how while loop works. So basically, the while loop initialize a variable called start, and then the while loop key here inside is the condition. The condition is tested to be true, and if the first condition is true, it goes to the second one due to this incrementation here until the condition is false. When the condition is false, and then the program exit. It's the same thing with the for loop here. All right, so now we have the for loop and the while loop. Let's go ahead and clear all this, and we're gonna do an example, a very fun one. It's called the nested for loop. All right, which means that, and I will have two for loop, one inside loop, and then the other one will be the outer loop. All right, so to do so here, I will ask you to enter some rows and columns, and then to enter the characters. Once the character is entered, then you will print the character on the screen depending on your number of rows and number of columns. To do so here, I will prompt the user to enter rows and columns and characters. Let's go ahead and initialize first, and here the number of rows. So it's a row number. All right, and then int column number, and then here the character, I want you to my character. All right, now I'll go ahead and ask you to enter. So please say please enter a row number. All right, so and line here. All right, so and then that's a cin, which is console input, and this is how you let the user prompt to enter the number. And then I have to name this row number. All right, cout. The second one, I want you to enter, please enter a column number. All right, so cin column number. All right, and now I want you to enter now cout enter, please enter your characters. All right, cin, and then I need to enter my character. All right, so if you just want to know this program how it works, just let's go ahead and run this. So basically, see, please enter the number, you enter it, and basically this will not do anything because it will just exit. All right, so now let's go ahead and next now our for loop here. All right, so first of all, I will start with the for loop, and then here, and I want the for loop to be initialized. So here you can initialize the for loop int, which is the integer, and you can write this start, or depend on how you want. I prefer writing the row because that's the one we so you initialize your start. See, your start to be 0. All right, or you can just create the start, this one outside here, and then just write start. Depending on you, I prefer this. All right, so let's actually initialize the start. Copy this onto so start, and then I will just write here start. All right, and then I want my start to be less than the number of rows, so row number. All right, and then I want the row number to the increment. So basically this is the start of your for loop. So it initialize your start of your for loop to be 0, and then it will count the number. If you enter, for example, 6, the start will be less than 6, and then it will increment until your test here is condition is false. Once it's false, then the loop will exit. All right, so let's go ahead and now nest another while loop within a while loop. All right, so a for loop. All right, then so now I want here also this int, call it nested start. All right, start nested, or start in, which is inside. All right, and then what I will do here, I'll start my start initialize start in, and then I will set this to be also 0. All right, and then now I want my start in start to be less than the column number. All right, and then I want my start, this has to be start in, enter, and then I want my start in to increment. All right, and then now let's go ahead and print the character on the screen. All right, see out my character that I ask it to enter. All right, so we can end the line here. All right, so let's go ahead and show you exactly why this works. All right, so here the user is prompt to enter the row number and a column number and to be printed, and the character. So you enter the row, column, and characters. All right, so the first line here, which is the outer body of the loop, here this is it has another loop inside it, which is the inner value of the loop. So when the inner value of the loop failed the test, in case let's say you enter 5x and it's printed, now what will happen here, once this is failed the test, so it will enter the character first, and once the character is entered, and then it will start at 0 and it will print the number of columns, and then once this is fails, then it will click on the number of rows, and then the number of rows you enter will also start, and then it will kick back until this is false. So when this is false, it will increment until the conditions here, initialization the test of the condition is false, and then once it's false, then it will print it kick out again into the for loop. So right, so let's go ahead and test this program very quick here. All right, so let's say I enter the number row, let's say 4, let's say here 4, and enter a column, let's say here 10, and then I want my character to be yes. And then what will happen here when you press yes, sorry, this is interesting. What's going on? Infinite loop, you mean that there's some all right, so let's attempt to run it again. It seems that here I give you the infinite loop. So why? Because here let's see here. All right, so that's what happened here. So I initialize the counter to start at 0, and then the start has to be less than the number of row enter. So here it has the counter need to go, so on and so forth, increment until the condition is false. So let's start here, and here is start in. So let's go ahead and run this. So let's say enter 7 60, let's say 15, and then for loop, enter. All right, so you see it'll give you a row, 7 row and 15 columns. All right, so this is how you run a nested loop here, and this is pretty cool. And then so basically that's how it works. All right, so and I hope the tutorial was not too long. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. And again, thank you so much for your time and for listening this video here. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tutorial in the future. Again, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.